Going up behind one of the gates. One of the rumps just protruding there. I think they're right now. Yes, they're off and running. Oh, SSS Tue didn't want to go early and got his head up and missed it about a length and a half, and Benesto dropped out. Modern General away fast. One of the leaders now, Delphic, declaring it on early. They're followed further back on the inside by Manhattan Von, who's pushing forward. Hilltop is racing forward also, followed further back by Thunder and Lightning. Settling down, and Delphic with Hilltop over on the inside. A length and a half in front now from Thunder and Lightning, third, followed by Modern General. Mr. Machiavelli wide, further back Manhattan Von. Then Aztec the outside, followed further back by Drinking. Knockrow wide, easing back there was Tue. Further back in the race then came Skilling to the outside from back in the middle, Crystal Academy. SSS Tue, Ballet Senor, Panoramic Lad, and Benesto last of all. Delphic in front over on the inside from Thunder and Lightning up second. Mr. Machiavelli is out wider and still holding over on the inside as Hilltop. When they come to the home turn from Modern General, and further back Aztec, running about fifth or sixth when they turn from Manhattan Von, and Skilling the orange colours coming down the outside. 400 to go. Delphic and Hilltop the inside and Delphic. Aztec back to the fence, starting to get right up on the inside. Oliver and come home hard. Aztec after Hilltop. Delphic struggling. Then Skilling and further out Ballet Senor. Aztec got up on the inside. A dream run. Hit the front from Hilltop. Back on the inside. Tue late, followed by Ballet Senor. Brilliant ride, D. Oliver. And Aztec comes away a length on the line. Ballet Senor. Third home Panoramic Lad, followed by Tue. Further back in the race then, at the head of the others is Crystal Academy, followed by Hilltop. Modern General, Skilling, then Knockrow. Well back SSS Tue. Behind them Drinking, Mr. Machiavelli, a gap Thunder and Lightning. Then Benesto, Delphic dropped right out, and Manhattan Von back towards the rear.
Winner there, 9 Astig, 370, 180. Terrific ride by Damien Oliver. 6 Ballet Senor at 260. 11 Panoramic Lad, 1420.
And on Super Tab number 9, Astig to pay $4 and $1.90. 6 Bella Senor, $2.50, and 11 Panoramic Lad, $13.70 for the place.
Believes the ground's just as good back there. Took the shortcut, got up on the inside of Hilltop. That's where he's won the race. Ballet Senor coming down the middle, but again not racing truly. He wants to put his head on the side, Ballet Senor, which is a tray of his. And he was letting go, but all running and looking at the crowd at the same time. And Panoramic Lad's just pushed through late to get third. Numbers are up here, 9, 6, 11.
Winner there, number 9, Astig, D. Oliver, 370, 180. 6 Ballet Senor at 260, and 11 Panoramic Lad, $14.20. Quinella 19.10, Exacta $33, and the trifecta $1,011.50. $1,011.50 with margins, times and weight to come.
Ever thought those blades of grass could be dangerous? Not when you've got the right equipment. For new lawnmowers, accessories, service, repairs, in fact, all your mowing needs, make sure you try Fishwick Mower Service. 6 Willoona Street in Fishwick. Give them a call today on 6280-6581, sponsors of Triple S.
Openers Sydney, race 3, Ron Paps.
Outside. Stand by. It's a pretty good line. No, sorry, it's still one out. Sally's Magic. Now Sally comes up. They're locked away. Starter hasn't let them go though. Sally's Magic drawn the outside with Joker's Wild out there. So if they've got the speed, they can get to the outside rail clearly. They're off now. We'll soon find out. Joker's Wild made a dive out there straight away. Sally's Magic, Corvain came across, and so too did Streamline. They've all headed out there. Modern was there, Progress, and also Tinted Your Head, and then came Comedy Court, and wider over on the inside was Runs to Win. He's nearer the centre of the course. Down towards the 600-metre mark they race now, and going across to the rail now, Progress shows the way. Modern is prominent. So too is Giscar, and also there Tinted Your Head, and also Tilt the Scales. Pushing through with Streamline. Comedy Court got a run. Streamline momentarily just steadied back. Downing Street behind those, and they were followed then by Corvain. Sally's Magic back behind those, dropping out Giscar, and further back then Runs to Win. Racing down towards the 200-metre mark, hard against the aluminium. It's Progress the leader. Comedy Court, and now Tilt the Scales is starting to extend. He's coming home like a train with Joker's Wild. Tilt the Scales, Joker's Wild come after Progress. Tilt the Scales in front. Joker's Wild makes a dive. It might be Tilt the Scales from Joker's Wild Progress third, I think. Downing Street followed back behind those then by Comedy Court, Streamline, then Giscard. They were followed down the extreme outside by Sally's Magic. Further back behind those then came Modern, who was well back at that point, well back behind them, 2 runs to win, and Tinted Your Head, who was one of the favourites, has pulled up towards the tail of the field. Corvain about 4th last.
OK, Ron's gone 4 tilt the scales, 4 even, 2 even. Let's go back to Ron.
Gee, Joker's Wild really knuckled down. There won't be much in it. Joker's Wild and Tilt the Scales. And the outside horse was number 5, Progress. Just have a margin to number 4 from number 7 and number 5, but it's very, very tight indeed.
Close go for Tilt the Scales, 441.90, 7 Joker's Wild, 3 even and 5 Progress, 170. Numbers as called.
7, 5, and it'll be a bee's knee. The winner, number 4, Tilt the Scales, an impeccable record for this horse from the Cheltenham stables of Gary Kennewell. And that's 3 out of 3. A great record. A flying machine by Jan Murray. Just got back off the pace today, but worked home. He's just a total athlete, this horse. A 3-year-old chestnut given him by Jan Murray from Balancing, and a Stamina mare. Lenny Beasley in the winner's circle this time for the owners G. Harris, El Panchone, W. Hull and T. Swanton, and Gary Kennewell, who has never had a better season than this current season. He's killing them in Adelaide. He's second behind Peter Hayes, and it is won by an absolute bee's knee. And please, we got it right, to be perfectly honest with you. Number 5 has made the pace and did the job well, but has been cut out of second by number 7, Joker's Wild. Chris Muntz for Bart Cummings. By Rory's Jester from Espierre, a licorice stick mare. And third to 5, Progress. The Ingham's famous colours there, the All Cerise on Progress by Canny Lad from Pinktada, an imposing mare. They've run the time of 57.1. 57.1. This is interesting. The last 633.23. Number 1, Cullen, was the scratching. Provisionally, we can check the totes for you. Number 4, Tilt.
4 Tilt the Scales, 4 even the win, 2 even the place, 7 Joker's Wild, $2.60, and 5 Progress, $1.50. The Quinella, $29.70, Exacta, $50.80, and the Trifecta, $187.20. The scratching was 1, race number 6 from Flemington.
National Racing Service, SSS FM, 475 there at Flemington. More to follow on race number 6. Race 7, the Great Western, goes at 2:25 today. Opening call. 1 Camargue, 842.90. 2 Gilded Angel, 953.10 and late mail. 3 Lazophony, 852.70. 4 Spinning Hill, 310.150 and favourite. 5 Cabaret Girl, 20 and 520. 6 out. 7 Nasmar, 12 and 350. 8 Fleet, 26 and 670. 9 Gold Change, 54.13. 10 Miss Truce, 11 and 350. 11 Spectator, 640, 180. 12 Move and Pick, 55.13. 13 Tracy Ann. Number 13 there, it's 32.80 and 8.10. 14 Oxford Court, 120 and 27. 15 Oak Valley, 99 and 24. 16 out and 17 Dannemore is 68 and 20. 18 and 19 are scratched. 450,000 in the Winfield. Race number 7 at Flemington. The Great Western goes at 2:25 today. National Racing Service, 10 minutes to 2. And we have the next in Adelaide, due to go race number 4 there at 1:55. Updating the markets, the late mail, and 3 Lazophony, 922.80, with selections 1, 4, 8 there. The National Racing Service, SSS FM.
Ever thought those blades of grass could be dangerous? Not when you've got the right equipment. For new lawnmowers, accessories, service, repairs, in fact, all your mowing needs, make sure you try Fishwick Mower Service. 6 Walloona Street in Fishwick. Give them a call today on 6280-6581, sponsors of SSS.
6 has got third Perth, Amberley Jane, 716, 6 Amberley Jane to pay $12.20 for the place there. National Racing Service shortly off to Flemington with the call of the 7th.
Gardening or landscaping, Leaves Away can do it all. Concrete driveways, crushed granite paths, weeding, hedge trimming, tree pruning. No job too big or small. Call Steve at Leaves Away now on 0417 276 764. Leaves Away, the complete garden maintenance and landscaping specialist, sponsors of SSS.
Moving up Flemington. Just about ready there. Race number 3 at Canberra, 175. 1 was the winner, Green Waters, 271.50. Second to 7, Kerrysdale, 340 and 5, Ben Glide, 260. Quinella, 11.70. Trifecta, $150.60. All started. Wayne Wilson, our caller for the 7th Melbourne.
Day. Weather is just brilliantly fine, and an enormous crowd here at Flemington for the Melbourne Cup today. And this is our countdown to the Melbourne Cup, the Great Western. They're all in and they're set to go. 1,400 metres the trip. Line's good and they're racing now. Cabaret Girl near the inside began nicely, but Spinning Hill exploded out of the gates, and going through the first 200 metres, Dyer's taken the favourite straight to the lead. It's Spinning Hill put back on the bit now, leading by a half length. Gold Changes moving up to be running second. Lazophony is third, and Fleet trapped a little bit wide. Orford Court and Nasmar next in the centre. Cabaret Girl, Gilded Angel getting back in the field. Camargue's well back as well. Danamore is next on the outside. Move and Pick and Miss Truce further back in the field. And Trade Tracy Ann is last of all. They come up towards the home turn. They've got 800 metres left to go. And he's rating the favourite beautifully out in front. Spinning Hill will head for the judge by almost a length. In second berth is Lazophony, and Orford Court moving up quickly on the outside to have a crack at the leader. Gold Changes in that bunch as well. Nasmar is just behind them. Move and Pick coming to the extreme outside, and Camargue is still giving them a mile start as they head for the judge. They've got 400 metres to go. He hasn't let her go as yet. Spinning Hill is just the leader. Gold Changes chasing her hard on the outside. Now he releases the brakes on the favourite Spinning Hill, and she bounded away from them. She's 2 lengths in front. Coming after her is Lazophony. Spinning Hill in front. She's feeling the pinch now. Lazophony is cutting her down with every stride. Spinning Hill's just in front. Lazophony dived at her and got her. Lazophony first, Spinning Hill second, third Nasmar, fourth Fleet, followed in by Camargue and then Danamar. Gilded Angel, Oak Valley next home, followed by Gold Change. Spectator well back in the field. Cabaret Girl, Orford Court, Miss Truce and Trade Tracy Ann, the last one over the line.
3 the winner, Lazophony, 11.70, 3.20. Number 4, Spinning Hill at 1.60, and Nasmar, number 7, 4.30.
3 Lazophony, 9.30, 2.80. 4 Spinning Hill, 1.60. 7 Nasmar, 3.60.
But she dived at her, and she's got her right on the line, Lazophony. I'd say she's beaten Spinning Hill by a neck or so. Yes, 3 goes into the frame, Lazophony. Oh, Lanfranco's ridden his first Australian winner. Frankie Dettori has ridden his first Australian winner in Lazophony. Well, he'll get a big roar from the crowd as he comes back. It's Lazophony, Frankie Dettori, the winner, trained by Jim Conlon. Second place goes to number 4, Spinning Hill, ridden by Shane Dye. When she kicked away just after they headed for home, I thought she was home, but Frankie had given Lazophony a beautiful run just on the rails behind the pace most of the way. She came after Spinning Hill, and she was able to run down Spinning Hill at the end.
All right, Wayne, we'll leave it there.
National Racing Service, SSS FM. Now, our sweep we've run today. Let's have a look down the board there. The entrants, the lucky ones drawn out of the barrel for the Melbourne Cup sweep today. Some great prizes coming up, and thanks to everyone that participated. We had a very good response to it. 1 Tie the Knot has been drawn by Glenn Frazen. 2 Central Park, Paul Felsman. 3 Sky Heights, Ray Blackmore. 4 Maridpore, Carol Williams. 5 Arena, Phil McLaren. 6 Yavana's Pace, Chris Pye. 7 The Hind, Matthew Kearns. 8 Travel Mate, Graham Smith. 9 Skybow, Andrea Faundes. 10 The Message, Cody Grace. 11 Streak, Lena D. Ambrosio. Number 12 Lahar, Russell Jansen. 13 Second Coming, Max Carey. 14 Able Master, Alan Smith. 15 Behemoth, Mary Crandell. 16 Figurehead, Bernie Baronsweiss. 17 Rogan Josh, Laurie O'Donnell. 18 Laybiel, Patrick Hogan. 19 Brew, Bev Foster. 20 Lady Elsie, Ryan Lindsay. 21 Rabor, Judy Schultz. 22 The Warrior, Max McKenzie. 23 Zabuan, Tarzio Barclay. And 24 Zazabel, Stan Lawless. They are the lucky entrants for the Foster's Melbourne Cup. The prizes, some great ones, you've heard about those. And, of course, good luck to you all there in our sweep for the Melbourne Cup today. Now at Flemington, New South Dividends.
Number 3, Lizophony, $11.70 the win, $3.20 the place. 4 Spinning Hill, $1.60, and 7 Nasmar, $4.30. Quinella, $17.90. The Exacta, $43 even. That trifecta to come. The extra double, 4 and 3, $53 even. Special div, $4.50. Scratching 6, 16, 18 and 19, race 7.
And that New South Wales trifecta, 477.60, 477.60. National Racing Service, totes. Eagle Farm Brisbane, race number 2. Numbers there, 5, 7, 14. 5 was the winner. $2.50, 6 Archidemia, no third dividend. Now, Tony has correct way to Canberra. Let's go to Tony.
The winner scored by a length for second and third. 2:08.12 the time. 36.14. A good win to Zirconlass, trained by John Morrissey for the Gundaroo stud and Matthew Carl. Just repeating the late scratching race 5, number 3 Sigriff, along with number 4 Cinnamon Sky. Waits right race 4.
Thanks, Tony. Let's go to Melbourne. Tie the knot leading the field out there.
Finest. The temperature just in the low 20s, just a slight breeze across the track. Every vantage point is taken up. The infield, the grandstands, the partly constructed grandstand here. People are still clambering up into any vantage point at all here to view this great horse race, the $3 million Foster's Melbourne Cup. Ronnie Paps from Adelaide joins me for the broadcast here this afternoon. At the moment, we're about 16 minutes away, and the horses are filing around in the parade ring, the connections in the centre of the parade ring, and jockeys will be out shortly. Ron.
Well, Brian, you and I got here at about 8:30 this morning, and we've steadily seen this crowd build up to what is just an amazing spectacle today. And you and I agree, if there's not 100,000 people here today, then we're bad judges. I think we might have got it right today, Brian. I'll be amazed if there's not 100,000 here, and perhaps a few more. I think if someone ever wrote a book about positive cliches, we could probably reel them all off here today, because everything is so positive. The track is good. The crowd has been pretty well attended, I should say pretty well behaved, and when you consider it's such a huge attendance, I know there's still a long, long way to go, although we feel like we've been here for a day already.
That's right.
8:30 to now is a long day, and looking at the infield, I think that's going to be the future of Melbourne Cup days, and even Derby days and Oaks days today.
As they do in Kentucky, as they do at Epsom Downs and Fushu and Tokyo. That's right.
There are thousands out there in the infield, the old flat as we used to call it. I prefer the name, the infield, and they've graced it up spectacularly with marquees and just temporary stands to last the week. It really is a great setting, but even beyond the track itself, people will be listening and watching all around Australia and overseas. And those people traditionally over there on the hill beyond the Maribyrnong River there, Brian, they do it every year. They get there in their picnics. They can't watch television out there. There's no power, but they'll be listening to your call today. And even though they're 300 or 400 metres away from the track, they've got great vantage points out there, and they'll be with you, and we're looking forward to a great call. But it's just a sensational setting here, and the horses are in the mounting yard. You and I have been watching them there. Basically, despite the aura, we've had those jets going over. What do you call them?
The roulettes.
The roulettes.
Yeah.
Probably not what trainers and owners and jockeys want 10 minutes before a Melbourne Cup, but they've been pretty well behaved. The roar from the crowd is just amazing. Heaven knows you won't hear yourself talk when they jump from the stalls. We've got used to that over the years, but it still tends to catch you a bit each year, doesn't it? It creeps up on you when they let fly, when the horses jump from the gates. I don't know what much more we can say about it. It is just a sensational scene, but how, as we said earlier today, the VRC could not have scripted the weather any better.
No, there's no doubt about that, Ron. The super holdings here, Super Tab holdings over the $22 million mark, just on $23 million. That's for the win place without the exotic bets. That's the hold. Down the board here, we've got Sky Heights. He's got out to the each-way quote here, Sky Heights, number 3. He's the favourite. The second pick is probably Tie the Knot now, number 1. And the good each-way figures have been taken by some big punters here on track. Then out to Travel Mate, Labille, and of course the Bart Cummings trained runner, and that's Rogan Josh. He's the horse that's going to be right in the finish, I'm sure, number 17. As we look at the betting now, it's Sky Heights, now Rogan Josh, Tie the Knot, then out to Travel Mate. That's the order on track here. We'll go down the tote board in just a moment. These runners still filing around in the mounting yard. It's an expansive mounting yard, but it seems to have shrunk here with the connections of 24 runners. And they've come from overseas again to try and do what Vintage Crop did back early in the 90s. They tried last year, the English Raiders, and of course Cape Tara favourite for the Cup all the way through. The wheels fell off just over a week ago. Exercise had to be abandoned. And a couple have gone by the wayside, Cape Tara, of course, and Amarique. But they still are here represented by some very smart horses. Travel Mate, Yavanis Pace, of course. They're the two that are expected to fly the flag. Travel Maiden Yavana's Pace. Central Park is here for the Godolphin operation. Frankie Dettori has ridden a winner in the previous race to break his maiden here in Melbourne. He'll be chock full of confidence, and no one is more confident in riding on a high than surely Damien Oliver.
Well, not only that, Brian, getting back to Frankie Dettori, I think he's been riding here for, what, 5 or 6 years now without drawing blood. But today, what a timely time to do it before the Melbourne Cup, the very race before. His confidence will be on a high. He'll probably say it was an Italian sausage that he rode today, and he got it home powerfully at the finish with that unique pumping style of his. He didn't let the crowd down with his star leap. That was all scripted, I'm sure. Had it come off, it came off, and we got what we expected. What can we expect from Frankie Dettori here on Central Park? Everyone's looking at him as being the leader in the race.
Probably go forward from the wide gate.
Well, he's done it before and it hasn't come off, but maybe Central Park is a better horse than we've estimated. The other factor, Brian, is that Rogan Josh and Tie the Knot are the two that have firmed on the tote figures from about a half an hour, 40 minutes or so. By the same token, though, the favourite hasn't budged. $4.90 all the way through betting.
OK, let's go down the board here with the tote figures if we can, Ron.
All right. OK, from the top, Super Tab, 1 Tie the Knot, 8.50, 3.30. 2 Central Park, 56.16. 3 Sky Heights, the favourite, 4.90 and 2.30. 4 Maridpur, 61.17. 5 Arena, 17 and 5.50. 6 Yavana's Pace, 37 and 10. 7 The Hind, 11 and 3.60. 8 Travel Mate, the late mail, 10 and 3.60. 9 Skybow, 45.11. 10 The Message, 107 and 28. 11 Streak, 19.560. 12 Lahar, 90 and 23. 13 Second Coming, 39 and 10. 14 Able Master, 79 and 21. 15 Behemoth, 26 and 7. 16 Figurehead, 170 and 44. 17 Rogan Josh, 590, 210. That's the second pick. 18 Laybiel, 10 and 360. 19 Brew, 48, 12. 20 Lady Elsie, 78 and 18. 21 Rabor, 48 and 12. 22 The Warrior, 33 and 8. 23 Zabuan, 140 and 35. And 24 Zazabel, 47 and 11. 13.2 million in the wind pool there. 3.17.8 selections. Race 8 at Flemington at 3.20 today. Clear up some totes. 4th Canberra, 8.73. 8 Zircon Lass, 2 even, 140. 7 Lady Brianna, 340. And 3rd 3 Roses of Blue, 160. Quinella, 13.50. Trifecta, $100.20. All started the 4th at Canberra. Adelaide, 4.73. Race 5 there. 4 was the winner. Paling Gagar, 3.10, 160. 7 Gold Appeal paid $5.70 and 3. Buckle Down, 3.30. 2.30, that should read for 3rd, 2.30. Quinella, 51.90. Trifecta, 658.70. And the 5th at Ramwick, 8.7, 8, 2 and 4. Were the numbers. 8 was the winner, Koala Con, 15.90 and 3.50. 2nd to 2, Touch of Sun, paid $1.70, and 3rd for Desiree, $1.90. Quinella, $41.80. Trifecta, $541 even, and there were no scratchings. Protest Brisbane.
Opposed to Humanique, Jim Byrne has lodged an objection against number 6 Archer Damia for alleged interference in the home straight. They don't have the margin between 3rd and 4th there, but by gee, I thought she was pretty clearly beaten over the final part. But nevertheless, Jim's not of that opinion. Protest 4th against 3rd. Now, the details we have at this stage.
Keep you informed there, 4th against 3rd there in Brisbane. National Racing Service, more opening calls. Race 6 Adelaide, 1 Bridget Ann, 5.10 and late mail, 2 Gale Jade, 2.20 and favourite, 3 Overtime, 6.90, 4 Choctaw Ridge, 33, 5 Fonga, 12, 6 Kahula Beach, 21, 7 Southern Flag, 24, 8 Balatu, 12, 9 Polo Royale, 33, 10 Red Army, 18 and 11 Tolvane, 43, 26,312 selections. That is race number 6 at Morfordville, coming up for you today at 3.35. That will be the race following the Cup. Race 6 Sydney. Clear this call away. Number 1 is a Magic Fun, 20 and 8. 2 Saudi Warrior, 11, 3.30. 3 She's Academic, late mail and favourite, 5.10 to even. 4 Vast, 9.70, 3.40. 5 Concord Flight, 13, 3.90. 6 Elgier, 7.80, 4.50. 7 Strain, 17, 6. 8 Club Life, 19, 6, 9. Far Beyond, 5.50, 1.80. 10 Lady Nudell, showing 6.10, 1.40. And 11 Rustavelli, 11 and 3.10. 12, 13, 14, 15 out. 9, 4, 3 selections. 6th at Ramwick, coming up at 3.45 today. Race 4 Brisbane, 1 Taj in the opener, 2.30 in favourite, 2 out. 3 Forging Away, late mail, 6.30. 4 Pioneer, 3.20. In fact, that's still race 3. Ignore those. Here's Ron Duffy.
Although I am a little bit deflated after seeing him parade. He was on edge. sweat it up a little, but I've got to be forgiving, having not known any pattern of this horse, if that's the usual trait with him. Looking for dangers, I think obviously number 3, Sky Heights. He paraded beautifully. Just started to sweat up as he walked onto the track, but it's pretty hot out here today. Best of the rest, Rogan Josh. The other one just to get a little bit hot, just that last couple of minutes there. Can't fault number 1, Tie the Knot. He looks beautiful, and probably the pick in the yard on appearance, as appearance goes, is number 5, Arena. He just absolutely stood out. Good long shots here. I thought number 6, Yavana's Place, and also number 14, which is Able Master, look well. But summing it up, anyone's race. 8 on top, Travel Mate, hardest to beat. 3, Sky Heights, and 17, Rogan Josh.
8-3-17. Thanks, Ron. Good luck to you. Now the update. This is the update for the 1999 Cup, number 1.
Okay, a further look on the Super Tab there. Number 1, Tie the Knot, 8.50 and 3.30. 2, Central Park, 56 and 16. 3, Sky Heights, favourite, 4.90 and 2.30. 4, Marwood Paw, 61.17. 5, Arena, 17.550. 6, Yavana's Pace, 37 and 10. 7, The Hind, 11.20, 3.60. 8, Travel Mate, Late Mail, 10 and 3.60. 9, Skybow, 45 and 11. 10, The Message, 108 and 28. 11, Streak, 19,560. 12, Lahar, 91 and 23. 13, Second Coming, 40 and 10. 14, Able Master, 79 and 21. 15, Behemoth, 26 and 7. 16, Figurehead, 170 and 44. 17, Rogan Josh, 590, 210. 18, Laybill, 10 and 360. 19, Brew, 48 and 12. 20, Lady Elsie, 78 and 18. 21, Rabor, 49 and 12. 22, The Warrior, 33 and 860. 23, Zabuan, 140 and 35. And 24, Zarzabel, 47 and 12. 13.6 million the pool. 3.17.8 selections for the Foster's Melbourne Cup. We're about 5.5 minutes away from the call with Brian Martin on the SSS Racing Service.
Ever thought those blades of grass could be dangerous? Not when you've got the right equipment. For new lawnmowers, accessories, service, repairs, in fact, all your mowing needs, make sure you try Fishwick Mower Service.
Let's go to Flemington now for the call of the 1999 Foster's Melbourne Cup. And Brian Martin is our caller for the action there. As mentioned from the track, there's been very good on-course support for Tie the Knot. Number 1, some big bets placed at Flemington. Backed in from about 12 to 1 to 5 to 1 apparently on track there. Sky Heights remains the Super Tab favourite at 4.90 and 2.20 from Rogan Josh, number 17. At $6 and 2.10, and Tie the Knot is the third pick, currently at $8.40 and $3.30. 3,200, the journey of the Foster's Melbourne Cup. Here's Brian.
Thanks, mate. Candidates for the Melbourne Cup for 1999 have arrived down at the starting gates, the 24 runners. They'll be placed in shortly as Sky Heights comes into inside the each-way quote. The second pick is Rogan Josh. Can Bart Cummings get his 11th Melbourne Cup? What an amazing effort to get this far with 10 on the mantelpiece. The third pick is Tie the Knot. Then out to number 8 to Travel Mate. 4.90 and 2.20 for Sky Heights as the pool exceeds $24 million for the win place. And the runners are about to come in before a full house, a capacity field here for the Cup. And in all the years I've been coming to the races here for a Cup day, from probably about the last 37, 36 years, it's probably the best day weather-wise. It's a beautiful, balmy temperature of probably just in the low 20s. Slight breeze across the track. And Flemington, the magnificent race course here in Melbourne, Australia, is just a sea of people, of colours, of every colour you can imagine. Photographers down by the winning post, there must be 30 to 40. High security right from the winning post all the way down to about the 450 metre mark. And all vantage points taken up. The infield getting